reason why they're not your dreams today is because you don't have the behaviors and you haven't created the identity and the work ethic and the discipline to get there. That's why your dreams are not your life today.
Hop in the car, watch it go vroom, vroom. I told her mom that I blow soon, soon. Know as a child, back in the womb. Oh, told her step back, I need my room, room. Hop in the car, watch it go vroom. I'm in a whip, so I gotta zoom. They tryna talk, they not in the room. I've been so real, I'm down to the tomb. They in the way.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Do Good Movement. Our purpose here is to make a positive impact in our society through real life education. The movement comes into play when you share the content to help people do good just like you. No shit, guys. Sometimes I'll do that like 3 times in a row. We'll have to redo it just due to what my day looked like before this or the day before if I'm super tired. So this one we're not going to edit out just to make you guys laugh a little bit. But
sounded like you're on fast forward for a second.
Yeah, I know, right? I put that together pretty well. Today's going to be a question and answer format. Again, got my brother, Mr. Kyle Georgian, with me.
What's going on, guys?
Also known as Eagle Snatch.
Yeah, throw it in every time.
Every time. I don't know what happens when you Google that. So I don't know if I would Google
I wouldn't. You might find weird pictures of me. No, I'm just kidding. You're gonna find it on the internet.
What do we got today, brother?
We got questions and answers. So these are some questions from the audience, and I'm going to ask you those questions. We're going to give the answers.
Okay, cool.
So here's the question we've got. How does alcohol and substance use hold people back from their dreams?
Yeah, well, shit, this is a good one because I've experienced this myself. I used to love drinking and love partying, you know, and then through I think the last couple of years I haven't really been in the party scene for a while, but having drinks, occasional drinks, I've really slowed that down. Basically due to it holding me back from my dreams and my identity and where I wanted to go in life. So let's just answer this straight up. When you guys, if you guys drink, smoke, do drugs, whatever, right? Not knocking you guys by any means. Everybody has a crutch in something. If it's caffeine, if it's sleeping in, I'll keep it PG. Everybody has some type of crutch, and I get it, man. But there's some of those crutches really hinder you from doing what you're called to do in this life, and really what you want to do in this life. And what I want you to do is ask yourself this question: why do I drink? Why do I use substance? And your answer is probably going to be so I could go have fun. So the next question I want you to ask yourself is, do I need to drink and use a substance to have fun? Is my life really that bad sober? Do I really struggle to have a good time sober? Do I really struggle to have conversations sober? The reality of substance and alcohol, it's to put you in a different mindset chemically to ignore the fact of where you are and what you're doing. It almost puts you in a dream state to blur out the pain that you might go through or the embarrassment or whatever it might be. You're trying to get through a situation and not be all there and kind of float through it. And the truth is, when you feel like shit from something, it's probably bad for you, and it's probably saying, hey, you shouldn't do it. Now, I know I'm preaching to the choir, and I'm preaching to myself a little bit because I do go and have some fun and drink here and there. But the reality is when I start drinking, I start being comfortable where I'm at. Alcohol will make you have fun, usually in any situation, even if you're just sitting on your ass and doing nothing. And the problem with that is to get to that feeling, you've had to consume quite a bit of alcohol, and then the next day you're not going to feel good. And the other thing is, when you have alcohol or you have substance, you're actually not in your own mind anymore. You do things differently. Your decision making is different. That's why they say don't drink and drive, and you get arrested for doing it, right? Because you're not making the appropriate decisions that you should make. And some of the decisions that you make when you drink are going to question, people are going to question your identity, and you're going to question your identity. You're going to wake up in the morning like, why'd I do that? Oh my gosh, I can't believe we did that. What did we do last night? And there's some things that you did that now have put scars in your identity, and you need to accept that that's the person that you are. And if you're sober, you probably wouldn't have done those things. So a couple things to unpack there is, one, it forces you to settle and be comfortable where you're at. And two, it makes you do things you usually wouldn't do, which usually becomes something very bad. And there's going to be consequences with that. And those consequences, those are the things that are going to hold you back from your dreams. Because if you are a driven person, if you do have dreams, if you do have vision, it takes 100% clarity to get there. And fuck, guys, like the truth is like we all have bad thoughts. Like we're humans, right? And the only way to get closer to your dreams and closer to your vision is you have to consistently work on yourself in a positive way. You have to get better in everything you do to become the person you want to be. And to get the things you want, that all comes when you establish the discipline and the behaviors and the identity to be rewarded those things, right?
Yep.
And so what really happens when you go through this binge of alcohol or substance is you think about it like you're on this treadmill and you're running and you're running and you're running, and you get very close to where you need to get. And then you start having some drinks and doing some things, get you comfortable, you slow down, and you go all the way back where you started, and you got to restart every single time. So to get to your dreams, guys, the reason why they're not your dreams today is because you don't have the behaviors and you haven't created the identity and the work ethic and the discipline to get there. That's why your dreams are not your life today. Okay? So these other things that you add that are negative things, if it's alcohol or substance, those things are going to hold you back from getting to where you need to go. And so I really think it just slows down life, dude.
Mm-hmm. It's like a rev limiter. Like you put a rev limiter on a vehicle or a car, the max that speed's going to go if you set it to 55, but it's car's capable of doing 100. Yep. But you put a rev limiter on it, it's like alcohol, substance abuse. You're limiting your potential as a person, as a human being, just like working out. Like if you don't have any sort of physical exercise, you're not healthy, which alcohol and substance abuse is not healthy in any way. Mm-hmm. At least, like out of moderation.
Yeah.
I mean, even in moderation, honestly, like our bodies perform better without alcohol in them.
Dude, here's what happens to me when I have alcohol. Fucking every time, bro. Even if it's just like 3 beers. I'm very strict like on my diet, right? Mm-hmm. Like I like to eat clean. Like I'm very into my feels of like I have this routine to perform. Like it's literally gnarly cardio and I need to eat clean. Mm-hmm. Right when I drink, I start questioning my my discipline. Hey, it's just a night, man. I'm just gonna have fun. Like no shit, I'm having a fried chicken sandwich, double patty,
that's true,
and fucking French fries.
Dude, Mickey D's is your go-to.
If I was sober, I would not have done that. Right?
No, absolutely not.
But when I drink, now I start I start bending my inner rules with myself. I will eat like shit.
Nobody likes a double chicken sandwich more than you do.
Yeah, and I won't feel good where my grind at the gym won't be where it should be. Because especially after my injury in my shoulder, like I get nervous of like my tendons, and alcohol will pull that down too. So like if I am bending my rules, and if you guys are bending your rules, and I guarantee a lot of people listening are like, yeah, I feel you. If we're bending our rules on simple things like that, what rules are we bending on the big things in life? Mm-hmm. On like our morals and who we say we are and who we want to become. And I can guarantee, I'll tell you guys the truth, right? Like when I'm drinking, like when I'm feeling freaking good, like my equilibrium or like mentality and how I usually do things and how I think about that kind of come back a little bit, right? And I start becoming like the old me. So I make all this traction, but my thoughts, not saying I take action, but my thoughts don't become the thoughts that the man I am today.
Yeah, I think it just it's like one of those things that amplifies who you are. Removes it's a rev limiter to success, but it's also like it takes off the rev limiter to like the natural person you are.
Yeah.
And so like there's no boundaries, right? Whatever's in your mind kind of comes at your mouth, and good or bad at the end of the day. But that's just those are the effects. You know?
Yeah, and you'll be a lot more successful without it, like 1000%. Like anytime that I'll be around, and there's like a lot of periods in my life where I just won't drink. Like I've had parties and like not drink, and I'll just like kind of like sit there and watch. I'm like, cool, everybody's just sitting in a fucking circle talking about the same story, literally just sitting here on a beautiful day. Like, what did we accomplish, right? Because it gets you so comfortable, like it holds you back from doing what you should be doing, and you just waste days. I think that's how it really screws up, like you getting to your dreams.
Yeah.
So that's what I got for that question and answer. Do good.